Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Here in this video I have here for you 2005 Toyota Prius, and it came for a simple reason: check engine light. Let's go together, see what's happening with that wonderful hybrid. And in this case the obvious solution is to grab a scanner, right, and scan for the codes. I already confirmed, so there is a check engine light in the dashboard when it's on. I put the light here so you can see where that OBD2 connector is located. It's right there. I brought a simple scanner which everybody can have at home, right? Nothing special, it's not a text stream. I hooked it to the car. And now I need to connect it to the vehicle. So I will need to put the ignition in the on, right? Which in this case... Oh, I don't have a key here, I'm sorry. Somehow I thought it was in. So I will put it in right now. Here, right? Now I will use the power button. Boom, boom. See the dashboard, and I can start connecting and linking to the car. And let's see what we will find out. Oh, that was extremely quick. P1121. This scanner says I should select the maker, and this is Toyota, right? So I need to scroll to Toyota and we will see what it means in Toyota world. And it says accelerator, pedal, position sensor, range performance problem. So you will automatically say, oh, something's wrong with my pedal. It's all electronic, right? It's an electronic unit. Is something wrong with that? And I will stop you right there. Please don't waste your time trying to diagnose what is wrong with your throttle pedal, because this is completely a different problem. This problem was so frequent that Toyota even issued TSB, or Technical Service Bulletin. And that technical service bulletin basically explained that there was a common problem with the coolant flow control valve, which was getting stuck, and the problem, the solution of it was to replace that valve. Now, some of you know this Prius has very complicated cooling system. There are actually two systems, one for the engine, right, and one for inverter. They are separate units. This problem, this code we read, is for the engine cooling system, not for inverter. And that pump is not the one which is here, the inverter, right behind this headlight, but it's the one which is somewhere approximately here below the inverter. So it's kind of buried inside. There are two ways to deal with it. Some people go from underneath, some people go from the top. I will show you how I will deal with it in different video. And underneath this video in the comments, I will leave you with the number of the technical service bulletin, and I will also leave you with the order number, right, the part number for that replacement part. So thank you for watching this video, and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of those videos coming your way soon. See you later, my friend.